I can't even come up with anything today on how absolutely horrible I feel. There are just some days where you have to make a choice in your life to you just know you have to make a choice. And it's one of the scariest choices. Because you feel like you're giving up something that you're gonna miss out on. You're scared that it won't work out. You're scared you made the wrong decision. You try to trust that the decision you're making is the right one. But you're in pain. And you've been in pain. And you work so hard. You work so hard. You've worked extremely hard. You haven't given up on yourself. You haven't given up on your life. But sometimes it's like those decisions that you have to make for your life, or that you have to just say that maybe this was a place that I never belonged in. It's hard. And it's sad because you thought that people cared. You thought that people loved you. And some did. And some cared, and you were thankful, and you're so grateful, and you're still grateful, but sometimes you realize when you're just this trigger, you're this reason why everybody is against each other. Why everybody feels sadness or pain, but even in your joy, people can't stand to be around you. So how can you enjoy something? How can you feel a presence like they do? When these people just don't even want you around. Changing is so hard. It is so hard because there's just this 100% confirmation that people will not like you anymore. Like they liked you when you were sick, like they liked you when you were an addict, like they liked you when you were depressed, when you were going to clubs or drinking or having crazy sex or whatever was wrong that you couldn't control, whatever was wrong that you could control. It seemed like people liked you more as so hurt and broken that you needed everyone, needed them, instead of a person that could persevere and be happy and keep going forward. I ask God, like, where am I going? What is happening with my life? What is happening? What move do I make next? And why is it always me and you? I love God, I do. But sometimes I feel like, why is there nobody on this earth that can be there in ways people have been in the past? Now, I'm such a broken person, but I've never once not tried, never once not forgotten. I can struggle, I can hallucinate, I can feel depressed, feel sad, feel suicidal. But it's just, I know as hard as this hurts today, as hard as this day feels, as much as I want to crawl out of my skin, I know that I have to keep pushing. And it hurts. It hurts so bad. I can't tell you how much this hurts. It hurts so bad. But I have to keep going. I have to keep pushing. I have to keep pushing myself, please. Because there's something there for me. There's something there for me. And I can't see it. I don't know what it is. But there's something there. This goal that I can't see. That I know will be so worth it. But I've lost so many people I've loved. I've had to leave communities that I thought I was staying forever. Because people no longer valued me. They didn't honor me. and I honored them. And I was a fool, and I was stupid, and I will always be and try to be honorable to people the best that I can with what I was given with this stupid brain. I just feel like I'm at my wit's end. I feel like I'm so stressed out with work, with, with the traveling for work. No place feels like home. And I know that means that I have to find it. Because I know it's not supposed to be in death. I need to rest. I need to sleep. I need to get back on my routine for the things that are supposed to help me, the exercise, eating right, the spirituality, the reading the Bible and journaling about it. I need to heal. I have so much pain and PTSD from my schizophrenia for years that I can't even hear backgrounds without feeling afraid. Like it's coming back, like I can't see the flashes and cars, their headlights, without being reminded of the flashes and stars I would see when I was stressed out, when I was hallucinating. Please, 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 God, I know that there's a purpose. I know that there's a reason. I know I'm not supposed to die. I'm not feeling suicidal. I'm not, but a voice keeps coming back. It says that death be upon me. Me. And that's what I hear. People do not understand the trauma associated with this illness, the pain and grief that it could cause, and how other things in your life could just mess it up. Sometimes things that I have to choose. I don't want to lose God. And I don't want to lose myself. Do you see me? I cry so many tears, but do you see that I'm not a monster? Will you ever have the ability to let go of my past? And who I was when I wasn't even conscious? Do you have the ability to love me as I am? Do you have the ability to see me for all the good that God has put in me? Or will those people that can't seem to do that always put up their wall? Will they block me? From their circles? And will they ever understand the true meaning of the word welcome? Polite, loving, honorable, caring, reliable, and unconditional. No judgment. For those who struggle, but understanding that every human is human. God, what is my purpose? Until I find that purpose. I think it's time to move on. Many of you have no idea what I'm talking about, and you probably never will. Maybe when I get to where I'm going in life, you'll find out. But until then, I wanted to share that with you, be real with you, and tell you that even when it's hard, even when you have to cry, even when you have no idea what the hell is going on with friends, with whoever, that you still matter. And you need to freaking take care of yourself. And you need to keep moving. And you need to keep pushing. And it sounds hard, and it hurts, and it's gonna hurt, and it's gonna feel like 10,000 knives in your back, but you have to keep going. You have to keep going. I don't care if you're shot and bleeding on the floor because you feel that much grief and pain for something. You have to keep moving and crawling towards your goals. Because you can't stop your life for everybody else. You can't change your life for anybody else. If you know what you need and it's healthy, do it. If you know what you want and it's healthy, do it. If you know that it's going to get you far, try. And if you know that it's something that's going to get you to your goal, do it. Even if it takes years, even if it takes so long, even if you suffered for 7 or almost 8 years and now you're suffering and denied, keep moving forward, please. If you're schizophrenic, if you're depressed, if you're anxious, please just keep moving forward. Do not give up. Do not kill yourself. Do not inject yourself with drugs. Do not use alcohol. Do not do any of that dumb shit. Do not do any of that. Do the things that are going to bring you life. Cry if it'll make you wake up the next day with a lighter feeling. Pray if you need to. Go to a church, or one where nobody knows you, and just pray. Ask for guidance. Do something that's gonna heal you. We don't have time to mess around. I don't have time to live in and out of hospitals. That's not my life. That was never supposed to be my life. And it's not my life now. I deal with it. Whatever I'm feeling, I deal with it. I acknowledge I'm hurting. I acknowledge I'm sad. And I keep going. I go to work. I drive. I buy groceries. I eat. I go to the gym. I read the Bible. I take care of myself. I feel like I don't want to get out of bed, and I do it anyway because I know that I need to. I am too highly valuable to take out my investment in myself to get to a place where I can love myself and be loved by those around me. I can't give up. I cannot give up. I cannot give up. I cannot give up. Not on myself. Not anymore. I can't do that. I can't do that to myself. I can't do that to myself. To all those people that never want to see me again, you got your wish. Merry Christmas. And don't give a damn about me anymore. Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your choice. Enjoy your life. I'm sure you'll love it. To all the people who curse me behind my back, who talk behind my back about my illness, said I wasn't able to make my own choices even when I was healthy and flourishing. Now you can do it to somebody else. To everybody who thinks I'm a monster, think that. Because if you go through my life and see what I've done, they weren't as bad as people kept telling me. And they were times that I wasn't even aware and conscious. That's how this stupid freaking illness works. And if you did your research, you would know. In order to have good friendships, in order to have good relationships with family members, fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, and you have somebody that has an illness as severe as mine, as severe as others, it takes a high level of understanding. It takes a high level of investment in that person, asking questions, reading up on it, taking classes even for free through NAMI, through all these different types of organizations to understand how a mind works and can function. Because guess what? It doesn't matter how healthy you were born, 8 pounds and 6 ounces of I don't give a crap. You can grow up and become the sickest person in the world. Some of these people that were murderers and serial killers, you didn't even know that they would have had that. They were so deceitful. Anybody can end up in jail. And anybody can end up at a mental hospital. That doesn't mean that they're bad. It doesn't mean, sometimes it means that they made a mistake. Sometimes it means that their brain couldn't handle a situation. Sometimes it means that they were dealing with something they didn't know that they had. If you want to be a real Christian, if you want to be a real valuable person in this world, somebody that people actually want to go to, somebody that people actually want to say, this is a good person, this is a valuable person, this is somebody I can trust and rely on and is genuine, where you'll be people will be attracted to you and they'll be positive themselves. You know what you need to do? Understand. You know what you have to do for the rest of your life? Work on being better. Not to be perfect, to be better. To wake up every day and make choices, to make good decisions, to make decisions the best that you knew. And if it was a mistake, you own up to it. You hold accountability. You love unconditionally. And that doesn't mean if you do this, I'm going to love you. No. If you do this, I'm not going to love you. No. It means whatever you are, whoever you want to be, whatever choices you make in life, I'll be there. I can express frustration. I can express a sorrow if you make a wrong choice, if you fall back into a vice that I know you struggle with, but I don't leave your side, and I don't hate you. I love you and try to work things out. I think enough of you to ask you questions about how you think, why you act. If you have an illness, I look it up and I ask you what you think. Are these things true? Are these things not? Everybody in this world has to be a researcher, has to be an understander. To do anything in this world. To be a janitor, to be a doctor, to be a CEO, to be a millionaire. I am sad. I was crying for 30 minutes. But I'm done crying for today, for right now. And I have to move on to my next task. I pray that one day this video can be looked back on. And I can walk out on stage or in front of a school classroom, in front of a church, and say, this is where I am now. And it's better. And all that pain you saw in this video, all that crying, all those feelings that I brought up were worth it. Because it wasn't just this illness, right? It wasn't me being some emotionally uncontrollable person. It was me being human. And it was me saying, I'm going to be in this moment for right now. I'm going to allow myself the tears, allow myself the moment, allow myself the isolation, the quiet. And I'm going to move on. And I'm going to do what I know will suit me. Do what I know is healthy. I hope, as long as this video was, that you made it to the end. And I'm sorry and not sorry that you had to see that. But I hope that in the future we can keep coming together and making these videos, making these things where I can be real. And maybe some of you out there can start to understand what life with schizophrenia is, but also what life is like when you are trying to be different than what you've been for years. When you try to heal, as hard as it is. Thanksgiving is this week. So happy Thanksgiving. And I will be okay. And I will move on to the next thing. And if the feelings come back, I will deal with them. But if I have to cry for months until I finally get it all out, then that's fine too. I hope you heard me. Please understand me. And if you have questions, just ask them in the comments. Please, please, please. One of the best things you can do for anybody with any type of illness is just ask questions about their specific journey and let them answer or not answer. I'll see you around. I hope you have a nice day. Bye.